What's up YouTube? For tonight we're doing a full Squirtle Squad team. I remember this one back in the day when I first watched the Pokemon anime when I was like a little spring chicken. Now I remember the Squirtle running to Ash after, you know, he does the little like firefighting thing and saves the day. Man, those feels. Anyways, make sure you put your theme team suggestion in the comment section below. As usual, the highest thumbs up comment will be the winner. And make sure you put your suggestion down too. You could be picked for a Mystery Monday that definitely always lands on Monday. Let's get to this one. This was a really gimmicky battle. I've got two battles for you tonight because I didn't actually upload too much the other day, so I thought I'd give you guys a treat. Right, so we got some very funny shit here, so make sure you watch. Alright, so we got a Molga lead here, so I thought, well, I'm pretty much screwed here. I go for the Mirror Coat here. Volt Switch nearly takes me out. I live on 22 health. I can see it's a Life Orb there. So I went for Mirror Coat. So like whatever swaps in here, I was just praying. I couldn't remember what the team was. I was hoping it wasn't like a Dark type or anything. So I went for the Mirror Coat here, and that just demolishes that Huntail. And that was a really good start there. So I was obviously I'm completely worried about this Emolga. I've got some other moves to hit it and outspeed it, but I didn't quite want to use them at the moment. So Ninetales is going to come in and use a quick attack against my Squirtle, and that's going to take me out. So that was interesting. A physical Ninetales and another Pokemon with Life Orb here. All right, so I'm going to bring in my next Squirtle. This is my priority Squirtle. That I was going to use against any like really quick electric type Pokemon. So I'm going to go for the Fake Out there, and I probably got minimum damage there with that whole 200 attack. So Ninetales is going to go for the Howl and boosting its attack by 1. So it's one of those physical Ninetales. I've used one of them a couple of videos back. So I'm going to fling my black glasses because every one of these Squirtles has black glasses. I had to do it. I stuck to it. Man, I would have loved to use Everlight, but I mean, damn, there was a lot of like failed battles on this part. Okay, so Ninetales is going to go for the Flare Blitz. That does like 3/4 of my health there. I was running a max. Definitely running max health and split defenses on this one. And the recoil is actually going to take Ninetales out there, so that's cool. Ninetales is down. I was half expecting maybe an energy ball there, but it was a physical set. Alright, so Fungus is going to come in here. I'm just going to go for the Aqua Jet here, probably expecting to get like Effect Sport and Paralyzed or Sleep or something like that. But it's going to go for the Giga Rain there. It's probably running a Regenerator or something. So that's my second Squirtle down. Now, I got a little bit confusing here because I didn't actually name my Squirtles like Squirtle 1, Squirtle 2, something like that. I probably should have done that, but it got confusing. And a lot of the times I say out the wrong Squirtle. It was like rage. Anyway, so Fungus is going to use Spore against me. I was going to go for the Mirror Coat there. It gets, as I said, it does get Mirror Coat. And it gets Counter too. I brought across a Counter Squirtle. It didn't exactly have the greatest like stats, but you only really need it for counter, so that was pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my next Squirtle, and I know that I'm going to get Giga Drained here by this Amoonguss. Okay, that does over half my health. So I go for the Ice Beam here. I'm running max health and Modest Nature there. Ice Beam does pretty good damage there, like it's a 3-hit KO. Now Fungus, instead of going for that special move, is going to go for the Foul Play. That doesn't take me out, so I'm going to go for the Ice Beam here. I need to take this thing out. It's really like Shrekking my team. And you know what? I get a fucking Scumbag Freeze Hex, which is definitely going to change this battle. And it doesn't thaw out the next turn, so that's awesome. So I finally get a Freeze Hex going my way that doesn't thaw out. So that's Fungus down, which I'm very happy about that. So that's bye-bye Fungus. Go away. Anyway, so I've got my 4 Squirtles left, and I've got the Swanna coming in here. Now, oh my god, dive. So the Swanna's going to go for the dive, and holy shit, watch this. Power Herb dive, instant activation. That's going to take my Squirtle out. Crazy shit there. So physical Swanna, that's Squirtle bye-bye. Okay, so I've got three Squirtles left. So I'm going to bring in my counter Squirtle here. I hadn't actually revealed this one. So Swanna's going to go for the Brave Bird here. I've got at least I'm running max health here, so I know I can tank it. I just tanked it on like 19 health. That was so fucking close, and I'm able to get the counter off in. That's just going to Shrek Swanna, so that's down there. I almost insert like my bad. Pooper pun there. Right, so Emolga's going to come out here and use whatever electric you use, like fucking, I don't know, like Thunder Shock and take my Squirtle out. Wouldn't really matter. Okay, so we all know that crit mattered, and that's my Squirtle down there. Bye. Right, so I've got 2 more Squirtle left. I need to take this Emolga out. It's a major threat here. So it's going to have to swap out there due to the Volt Switch again. Now, we've got Flowtech coming in here. This is a stally little thing, and it's mostly support. Now, I've got, on this Squirtle, I'm running a little bit, this is my bulky Squirtle, so I'm running a Rest Sleep Talker with Iron Defense and Toxic. It's completely gimmicky, I know that. Then again, this whole team is gimmicky, so that's how it is. Right, so I know Flowtech a lot of times, or most of the time, runs her own therapy, like I ran this thing years ago when it first came out. It works very, very nicely on it. So it's going to keep using Moonblast against me. Unfortunately, I actually don't have Mirror Coat on this set. This is my like bulky one. So I kind of had to see whether it had, aromatherapy or not, or was like some other weird set that was already shown in this battle. Okay, so here I was just trying to rack up that toxic damage as I could. So there was no point in me, I couldn't really do too much because I could go for Sleep Talk and get Iron Defense, but the last two Pokemon were special, so I was really just trying to rack that toxic damage up and maybe hopefully bring in my next Squirtle and somehow wake up first turn on Sleep and do something. Okay, so I get Sleep Talk Rest. Well, we all know that hasn't happened before, so that's cool. So racking up that toxic damage nicely there. Right, so Floathead does have Aromatherapy and, Sad Face for my Squirtle. Now, here I was thinking I could swap out here, but I don't really want to. I'm probably just going to let this Squirtle die here. So I'm going to go for the Sleep Talk and I get the Iron Defense off. So since I wasn't running Everlight on any of these Squirtles, at all, I had to have some sort of bulky Squirtle. Man, you imagine these with the Everlight, that would be so bulky. Anyway, so Moonblast is, I think it's about a 4-hit KO against me. So my special attack falls, that matters heaps. I'm going to go for the Toxic here again. So I know that I've got more Toxics than Aromatherapy, so I can play that little game all day long with my Squirtle, but there is a Emolga still left, which is, going to easily Shrek me. Okay, so here I'm thinking, they're probably going to swap out, so I'm going to go for Toxic again. Let's take a risk. If they don't, they don't. That's cool. And they do, which is nice. So I got the Toxic on here on the Emolga. Right, so there's nothing else I can really do here except go for Rest again and hope that I somehow live this with minimum damage. Okay, so Emolga is going to go for the Thunderbolt, and that's probably easily going to take my Squirtle out here. Right, so even my most specially defensive Squirtle, I don't even think I would have lived if I'm not sure, so someone could do the calcs, but I leave some really crazy shit without Everlight. Okay, so Emolga is down to half health. I'm going to bring my Squirtle that's asleep and go for the Mirror Coat here and pray that it gets absolute minimum damage and I smack it back with the Mirror Coat. And I get KO'd, but that's cool. This was a really fun battle and I got to try some of my cool Squirtle sets. Alright, thank you for the game there. Next battle. This one was on Passerby actually, so this one's against Char. Now, so same setup with my Squirtle. I'm going to lead with my counter. Now this was probably the greatest turn in this whole couple of battles. So we have Electivire using Wild Charge, and holy fucking shit, I live on 1 health without a Focus Sash, and here I went for the counter. You couldn't hope for a better turn than that. Well, could you just imagine their face? So I was running that was my bulky defensive Squirtle there, without Everlight. Okay, so Delphox is going to come in here. I was like, oh my god, please Magician my black glasses, please. I hope you're not carrying an item. It's going to go for Flamethrower there and take my Squirtle out, and we all know that crit mattered too. Right, so Squirtle goes down, and that's that sucks. I can see it's got Life Orb, so I was just praying that I had Magician to steal those black glasses. Anyway, so into my Squirtle here. As you saw, I had that priority Squirtle there, so I'm going to go for the Fake Out there. Pretty much does nothing to Delphox. Now I was like, let's fling my black glasses because it's going to be super effective and do so much damage. I tanked that Psychic on 11 health. What the fuck? What is with these close lives? So I fling the black glasses to the Delphox. That's cool. That does pretty good damage actually. And I'm going to go for the Aqua Jet here to try and finish off the Delphox with Adamant Nature. And that takes it out, which is awesome. So I was thinking I was running max health and max attack Adamant Nature on this Squirtle. Okay, so somehow at this point in the game I'm winning. So out comes Glalie, which definitely won't be Mega and definitely won't use Ice Shard the next turn. So I'm thinking, what am I going to do to take this Glalie out? I've already shown that I've got counter. Am I going to play Obvious again? And I wasn't sure if this was carrying another move like Toxic or something. It'd be kind of weird because it's a sweeping Pokemon. It could have spikes or something too. So I thought, oh bugger it. I'm already going to upload this because it's funny as shit anyway. Okay, so Glalie is going to go for the Crunch here. I was like, oh, I can take Crunch unless I get a defense drop or something like that. And I'm going to go for the Count here and counter it right in the mouth. And just lives on the tiniest bit of health. God damn it. And it's going to go for the Crunch here again. And I'm like, oh, you better freaking leave. And I live on 7 health and fucking fling my black glasses. And that shit's going to take it out. That was awesome. Damn, these couple of turns are absolutely crazy. So taking 3 of those Pokemon out, it was hilarious. Okay, so Escavalier is going to come in and use Knockoff on me. And that's going to take my Squirtle out and not knock off my black glasses there. Okay, so I'm going to bring my next Squirtle. I have another Squirtle with counter because I'm hoping they go for a physical move. Alright, so knockoff does like shitloads to me. I live on 15 health again. What is this? And I was able to get the counter off and take the Escavalier out. Holy shit, these close lives. Like I said, I ran max health on all of them. So, yeah, that was like the only reason I lived. Okay, so we have Absol coming in here, which won't be Mega because we've already got the Mega Glalie. Now, this is a very offensive team, so it's going to go for the Sucker Punch there. I went for a attack myself there to try and get some damage on it, but that sucked. I guess I couldn't get any left on there. So I've got two of my Squirtles here. Okay, so it goes for Sucker Punch. I knew they'd try that, so I went for this is my Iron Defense set I used earlier on. Right, so I thought that's cool. It can't Mega Evolve, so it won't be like a Magic Bounce or anything. So it's going to go for the Sword Dance here, so that sucks. But it's not too bad because I've got my Iron Defense too. Okay, so I'm going to set up the Toxic on the Absol there. That's cool. Now, I thought, well, it's probably going to have something like... I'm not sure if it's going to have Knockoff and Sucker Punch. Normally it's one or the other. So it's going to go for the Play Rough here, and that does like loads to me still with no stab. They're like well over half my health. So I'm going to get the second Iron Defense off there. So I know I can take the second one easy peasy and go for the Rest, Sleep Talk, and just, you know, get that third Iron Defense up and try and stall it out a bit. It's going to have to take a couple of hits to take me out. Alright, so it's going to go for Play Rough again, and I get fucking critted there. That shit mattered. That definitely mattered. So down goes my freaking Squirtle. That sucks. Okay, so I've got some poison damage. This was going better than I even thought anyway. So bringing my last Squirtle here, I actually went for the Aura Sphere, and Absol goes for the Sword Dance, probably thinking, oh, it's probably going to live this next one. So that's cool. And yeah, Absol's going to get an Aura Sphere from my modest Squirtle, Max Spec. Oh, the bottom of my screen actually showed there. What the fuck? So that's Absol going down to a... like a 200 special attack, I don't know, Squirtle. Okay, so the last Pokemon they've got is Spiritomb, and there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to take this thing out, so I'm like, I'm going to take a leaf from my first battle and go for the Scumbag Free Sacks here. Okay, so I don't get the Free Sacks, which sucks. I outspeed, which is cool. So Dark Pulse is doing like heaps to me, so it's going to be a 3-hit KO here. And it's got leftovers, so that really, really sucks. So this is going to be a really long battle if I can get the Free Sacks. I was going for it. I was really trying. So the second Ice Beam fails, and Spiritomb is going to be able to get that Dark Pulse off again. So I have to get Ice Beam here to try and get the Free Sacks, and I was like, oh, I don't know about this. I got pretty lucky in this battle already, so I get the Ice Beam, and it doesn't freeze, which sucks. But man, that was a really fun battle, and the amount of close lives, that was amazing, some of those, especially that first turn. Okay, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. More like Shrek.